Hey YouTube, this is just a review of the Speck See-Through Satin for the MacBook Pro 13-inch. These go for $49.95 on speckproducts.com, and to tell you the truth, it is actually a very good case if you want to give your MacBook Pro its aluminum light protection. I say light protection because obviously this case is probably not going to protect it against a big drop. Scratch dent protection is definitely a must these days when you're trying to take your MacBook out. The aluminum is strong, but not amazingly strong. It's very susceptible to scratches, dings, all that other stuff. And this case goes a long way in helping to prevent those issues. As you can see, the first noticeable little perk of this case is that it has the Speck logo right there on the bottom of the top front case cover. It's a nice little aesthetic. One of the cool things about the see-through satin compared to other cases, such as just the see-through, is that the satin actually has a really soft touch. It's kind of like a matte finish that goes a long way in making a better grip. It doesn't slide out of your hands as easily. It's actually a very nice material that they have on it. Unfortunately, one of the side effects is, as you could probably see, this attracts fingerprints very easily, oils very easily. It can sometimes scuff, as you can see probably in that area right there. It scuffs very easily. So I like the material. I like it a lot more than just the regular see-through, but there are a couple little problems with it. If you flip the case over, you will see that it is a glossy inside. It is not, it's like hard. It's no soft, no rubber protection, just the case is what it is, which makes it kind of difficult because if you get dust inside of the case, it will grind your MacBook Pro's aluminum. This way you get all these nasty little scratches on it. So you're probably going to want to clean the case out at least once every 2 weeks. Just take the provided soft cloth that they give you, which conveniently also has the Speck logo, and just give it a good wipe every 1 or 2 weeks, and it'll go a long way in protecting your MacBook. It's a two-piece case. You've got the top shield for your lid, and you've got the bottom for your bottom, I guess. They've got a convenient heat port right here. Not port, but a spot to let heat dissipate. Your MacBook will run a little bit hotter when it's inside this case. I guess that's just a negative side effect from it being inside a case, but they do have these grates right here, as I said, to try to help dissipate some of the heat. They also, four corners, you have your rubber stoppers that kind of lift it off the ground a little bit. It's helpful because it keeps the vent just a little tad bit off. Probably can't see that, but inside of the bottom part of the case also has this clear plastic material. Before you place your case on, make sure, as I said, to just wipe this off. It goes a long way in preventing dust. So let me get my MacBook really fast. Here's my MacBook Pro, Apple. And to install this case, what you want to do is take your MacBook, where you see this side right here, right there, top where the lid opens. Just lay it inside the case, very lightly, very gently, and just press. Four corners, you'll hear clicks. What you want to do, take the lid. You're going to see two parts to the lid. One where you see this little, there's a little lip on this side, right there. Don't know if you can see that. That lip is going to go over the top, so you're just going to take this. See the Speck logo goes near the bottom left corner. Just place it on. Here's a click. And when you lift it up, turn it around. Let me just exit that out. You're going to see it installed in your case. As you can see, it goes around all the way. Very nice exterior. The new MacBook aluminum bodies, the Pros, give nice little cutouts for your CD drive. Also, if you go around this way, it gives you full access to all of your ports, charging station, two USBs. It does come around a little bit. This area can get caught if you're not careful, if you're using a case, so I would be careful with that. When you close it, it looks very nice, very see-through-y, I guess, if that's the word you want to use. When you open it up, leaning backwards, you can see the Apple logo. That's why they call it the see-through satin. I guess, corny joke. Yeah, okay. You close it, So you got the Speck logo right there. What I was talking about before with this case is that you could see the bottom grates. This is where they let heat out. If I were you, I would also take careful note to make sure this bottom area is getting enough ventilation when you're using the computer. Other than that, this is a very nice case. They charge $49.95 for it, and then you also have to pay shipping on top of that, so it is an expensive case, and that can be a deal breaker for some. But in a market where either you're going to be using a sleeve such as this or a case, I would recommend, if you're going to go with this case, to also get a cheap sleeve. Like I got this one from Target for $5 or $6, whatever it was, and this will give it more insulation because, as I said, if you drop just this, you're going to probably wind up cracking your screen right in half. So don't want to do that. Otherwise, for $50, there really aren't many other case options on the market that do what this case does. You probably have the Incipio Feather. This is actually a little bit more protective than the Feather, which is why I like it more. Also, I think this case is made out of a little bit better material. So all in all, if you need a hard shell case for your MacBook Pro, I strongly suggest the Speck SeeThru Satin. If you don't like satin material, they do have the regular see-through cases, although one of the bonuses is of the satin that you don't get scratched with it. It's a very durable material. It will get a little bit scuffed, but compared to the scratch marks that you'll see on the see-through, you will clearly like the scuff marks on this more. Other than that, it's a very durable case. It has saved me on more than one occasion, and it is made by Speck. Thank you.